It's Friday, July 25th.
The criminal justice system worked the way it's designed to work, to aggressively protect the rights of the accused.
5 former World Junior hockey players found not guilty. We'll look at the impact of the verdicts just ahead.
My heart was just really scared because all of our family's house is there.
Serious threat. A wildfire has entered a northwestern Manitoba town, damaging several buildings and a home.
I wish that I could say it feels good that this is all going to be taken care of before the 1st of August, but I'm not sensing that.
There is a growing sense that Canada and the U.S. won't reach a trade deal by August the 1st. So what happens then? Stay with us, Canada. Your morning starts right now. Welcome to your morning, everybody. I'm Lindsey Deluce.
Good morning and happy Friday, Canada. I'm Teddy Wilson.
I'm Jess Smith. We hope your day is off to a good start.
It is July 25th. It is 5 months until Christmas.
5? Oh, wow. Why'd you have to go and do that?
Girl.
Yeah.
Some people, I don't know if you've heard this, but some people celebrate Christmas in July. It's a thing.
It's a thing, eh?
Yeah,
It
July 25th. It's like people who love Christmas.
Yeah.
They do it twice a year.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
No.
Not so much.
No.
yeah.
No, thank you.
No, but to each his own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
I'm
what
not
do you?
judging, but also
I'm going to judge with my face.
See, with that look, it seems like you're judging. It seems
I mean, to
yeah.
each their own, but
Yeah.
But what?
So it still seems like,
kidding.
yeah.
I know, they're actually really, like, if you
but
look...
if you want to get me a Christmas gift, I won't say no.
See, that's it.
You're cool with that? Love it.
You know what it is? I
What?
think a lot of people who don't get together, or they get together with family a
Yeah.
couple times a year.
Right.
So they have this, like, in Canadian weather. I mean, you're able to do it outside and have fun and whatever.
You want it to be festive.
Yeah, I think it's less about gifts. It's more about getting together with family. But I don't know. I've never done it.
Yeah.
I think you should. Maybe this year is the year.
Someone come, if you want to buy us Christmas gifts, Teddy,
right.
that'd be great. You have money in your wallet?
As you saw, I have very little. All right, let's turn to some breaking news we're following here for you this morning. 3 miners have been rescued after being trapped underground for days at a remote mine in northern British Columbia. All 3 were rescued last night at Red Chris Mine. Officials said they're all safe, in good health and good spirits. They've been identified as Anne-Marie Mediwake from BC, Kevin Coombs from Ontario, and Jesse Chubate of Manitoba. All are contractors for high-tech drilling. The miners were underground since Tuesday morning when they were trapped by 2 rock falls. The men had consistent access to food, water, and air in a refuge chamber. A remote-controlled scoop was used to dig away at the debris, estimated to be 7 to 8 meters high. Drones flew over the debris and blockage and found a stable route to where the men were located. Red Chris Mine is operated by Newmont and is an open-pit gold and copper mine. Well, a couple and their dog were killed in their home in Maple Ridge, British Columbia.
Looked out the window and that flames were just going up the side of the house, up into the roof. The car was on fire.
Police were first called to the home for reports of a neighborhood dispute, but made no arrests. Hours later, Mounties arrived on scene to find 2 cars and the garage on fire. Inside the home, they found 2 people dead. The suspect, believed to be armed with a weapon inside a neighboring home, died from a self-inflicted injury. Police say this was a targeted incident with no ongoing threat to the public. BC's police watchdog is now investigating. An RCMP officer was shot and injured in Saskatchewan yesterday morning, triggering a public safety alert in the early morning hours.
We do take that incredibly seriously, but we have to balance the safety of the public with that intrusion.
The officer was responding to the report of an armed suspect at a home on Muscowequan First Nation. After the officer was shot, the suspect fled the scene and the safety alert sent out. He was arrested later on in the morning. Charges have not yet been laid. The officer was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Well, some buildings have been damaged after a wildfire rapidly moved into a northwestern Manitoba town.
Talked about how the fire was essentially creating its own weather, and there was all this additional wind and heat.
The wildfire entered Leaf Rapids after jumping Churchill River earlier this week. The town has been evacuated. Roughly 5 to 7 structures have been damaged, including 1 home. Crews are still working to get the wildfire under control. There are 124 active wildfires in the province. Well, more punishing U.S. tariffs are set to come into effect a week from now. Ottawa's trade team says its priority is to negotiate the right deal.
All of these deadlines are with the understanding that we'll take the time necessary to get the best deal.
The negotiating team held a series of meetings in Washington this week, including talks with U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. Coming out of those talks, both Canadian and U.S. officials say all signs point to no deal by August 1st. Next Friday, a 35% tariff on non-CUSMA compliant Canadian exports will take effect. Minister LeBlanc says he plans to be back in Washington next week. An $8 billion U.S. merger between two major U.S. media companies has cleared another hurdle. The U.S. Federal Communications Commission has given its approval for the deal between Paramount Global and Skydance Media. The merger involves some big names in U.S. media. They include CBS, Paramount Pictures, Comedy Central, and BET. Before the approval, Skydance made promises to end DEI initiatives and commit to, quote, unbiased journalism. The approval also comes a week after CBS canceled The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Well, obviously, it's refreshing to chug some iced tea, especially on a hot summer day like this one.
Look.
Look at that. Looks like the bear had the same idea. This moment happened at an Ontario landfill in Fort Hope First Nation. The black bear gulped down a bottle of brisk iced tea.
Look.